Alright guys, thought I'd make a quick tip video for Sombra because all the guys that I've seen posted are like 20 minutes long, so you know.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Been playing with her quite a bit recently, although not in competitive, as somehow I managed to get fucking permaban. But I'm getting pretty good with her, so you know, thought I'd share some shit that you need to know to be a decent Sombra player. Let's go. Alright, so hacking is obviously one of her abilities that you can basically use on people to disable their abilities. But the thing is, it's a lot more useful on some characters than others, because some don't really use their abilities that frequently. So what I've gone and done, just for you lovely people, is I've gone and made a, I guess, hack priority list. So I think it will help out a ton if you go and learn that list before you start seshing Sombra. Another thing with the hacking is that it actually doesn't affect all character ultimates and abilities. Annoyingly enough, some abilities aren't actually affected. So it'd be a good idea to learn what abilities are disrupted and which aren't, just before it fucks you over. So what I've done is I've linked a video in the description which will basically run you through which abilities are affected and which aren't. So the translocator in short is basically a teleporter pad, which is available for 15 seconds when you throw it. Now the best use of this that I've seen is placing it on a health pack, running in, dealing damage and then teleporting out. I mean, you do look like a bit of a pussy doing this, but you know, it's effective, so. Another use of this ability is getting to places that you otherwise couldn't get to. I'll show a couple of them in this video now. The THERMOPTIC CAMO is an ability that allows you to become invisible and move faster for a short period. But the thing is, if you use any abilities or take any damage, then it actually disrupts it, so obviously people can see you. But there is an exception. You can actually use your translocator to teleport about as much as you want, and the camo will still stay active, which is pretty decent. Another downside to the camo is that if you bump into an enemy, then you become slightly visible, and by slightly I mean it's obvious as fuck. Because of this, you got to make sure that when you use it, you got to dodge and weave around players as much as possible. I actually find it's better to use this ability to move around the enemy team and lurk, rather than to get away. Sombra's gun is actually pretty decent. It's got quite high damage and a large clip. The only issue is the spread increases relatively quickly. Because of this, it's much better to act like a CSGO Silver and just spray and pray, rather than try and burst fire. Also, I'd note that Sombra is best at just below mid-range. Another use of her hacking is on health packs. It makes them unusable to the enemy team and makes them respawn 3 times quicker for 60 seconds, which is pretty OP. Her ultimate essentially hacks players within a certain radius, so however it's pretty similar to Zarya's ultimate in the fact that you got to use it in conjunction with someone else's ultimate for it to actually really work. So yeah, make sure you link that shit up. This is actually well awkward because I don't actually have a 10th tip. Yeah.